Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I got nominated by my mother to do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. She posted it on Facebook, and everybody saw it. And shortly after she posted it, I got a phone call telling me not to do it. And I was wondering why. Well, evidently, there's this video circulating out there, and it's by this young African American lady who is taking a stance against doing the challenge. And I was perplexed. I was like, why does she not want to do it? So evidently, she has two reasons. The first one being, she feels that, I guess, the man, white America, whatever, is distracting us from, and by us, I mean the whole, I guess, African American community, distracting us against what's going on, or distracting us from what's going on in Ferguson. With the whole Michael Brown tragedy that happened, being killed by a police officer. So that was her first reason for not doing it. She feels it's a distraction. Her second reason for not doing it, and this one really got me, and I don't have the facts and figures, and I haven't done the research on this, but she said that 90% of ALS victims, or those who get it, are Caucasian. She said it doesn't really affect the African American community as readily as it does the Caucasian or white community. So this really tripped me up. And then she said of that 90%, 60% of them are men and are white men, and it was a white man who shot Michael Brown. So that was her reasoning. So the first reason was it's a distraction by the man. Her second reason was because it doesn't affect African Americans as readily as it does Caucasian Americans. So here's my issue, and go with me on this if you will. Her first reason, the fact that she feels it's a distraction. My question to her and everybody who feels that way is, so you're telling me that right after the Michael Brown tragedy, right after the Ferguson incident, that white America all got together and had a meeting and said, we need to distract all the blacks away from what's going on in Ferguson. And I'm sure there were probably maybe somebody raising their hand like, okay, I know. Let's flood the news with ISIS incidents and what's going on over there. And somebody else was like, nah, that's been done. Okay, I know. Let's tell them that the economy is doing great and how wonderful everything is. Nah, that's been done too. And then somebody in the back raises their hand and says, I got it. Ice Bucket Challenge. Really? So you're telling me that to distract us from what's going on in Ferguson, white America got together and said, let's do an Ice Bucket Challenge, because evidently blacks can't, I guess, think and take a stance on both at the same time. I guess we're too narrow-minded for that, is what she's saying. We can't focus on both Ferguson and ALS. It has to be one or the other. So they needed to get together, have a meeting, and distract us from what's really going on. Come on, man. So that's my issue with her first reasoning for not doing it. My issue with her second reasoning for not doing it, the fact that it doesn't affect the African community as readily as it does the white community. And even if that's true, let's say that that's true. Again, I haven't done the research. So the fact that it doesn't affect us as readily, you're saying that you're not going to do the Ice Bucket Challenge that kills, however many number of people that it kills, every year, people who suffer from it. I mean, it's a very debilitating and deteriorating disease. You're not going to contribute to that and take a stance because it doesn't affect your race. Am I the only one that sees the irony in that? I mean, it's hypocritical. Isn't that racist? You're not going to do it because it doesn't affect your race, so you're not going to support it. So basically what you're saying is you're taking a stance against racism by being racist. That makes no sense to me. I mean, am I the only one? I mean, logically, this doesn't make sense. So again, she can do and take whatever stance that she wants to take But personally, I don't believe in her position. One, it's not a distraction. I can think for myself. I'm quite capable of supporting both causes, and the fact that it doesn't affect the black community as readily as it does the white community, it has no bearing whatsoever on what I support. So that's ridiculous. And I mean, all I want to say to her is, lady, do the damn challenge. Saw the first part of the video. I was challenged, or actually nominated, by my mother, Valerie Harris, in Morgantown, West Virginia. So I'm challenging nominating Renetta Andrews, Woodbridge, Virginia, her brother Mark Andrews, aka Cisco from Drew Hill, and my boy Brian Washington of Winchester, Virginia. $24 hours.